So we're looking at manzanitas today, and we're just talking about ways you can distinguish between them. I highly recommend The Field Guide to Manzanitas by Michael Vasey, Tom Parker, and Michael Kaufman, and it's extraordinary. So we're in Marin County. First of all, it helps to sort of know where you are and what, if you go on CalFlora or iNaturalist and filter it to which species of Arctostaphylos, manzanitas, grow in that county. Then you come out, you look at them, you look at their overall habit, how tall they get, what they're doing. These guys are 4 feet tall, 5 feet tall, getting pretty bushy, not super arborescent, very shrubby. Then you look and see also if it's got a burl or not, which is an expansion of the root crown. And 1/3 of the 90 manzanitas do, the other 2/3 do not, and they need to rely on their seeds to be burned in order to regenerate when there's a fire. This one, it just resprouts after a fire, which may be somewhat of a disadvantage because you have the same genetics the whole time. The other one, every time, the obligate cedars, which we'll see one in 1 second, a completely new, genetically different generation emerges after the parents are killed in a fire. That's a little harsh, but you know, that's how it goes for the manzanitas and the chaparral. Lovely sort of dark. Then you look at the bark of the manzanitas, it's always going to be more dark purpley than your madrone tree, where people get it confused sometimes. Arbutus manzesii, which is a tanner, lightish brown orange. But all manzanitas are kind of more dark purpley, brickish red, brick red. But this one's particularly kind of purpley, almost dark mahogany. I don't know if mahogany is the right word, but so then we're going to look at what's called the nascent inflorescence. And let's find one. The nascent inflorescence is the flower making its flowers. It's the collective term for flowers is nascent, or sorry, is inflorescence. And the nascent part is, this isn't going to bloom until March, but it's already starting to make its flowers. And so with manzanitas, because when they do flower, they all look essentially the same, with 5 fused petals in an urn shape that hang down and have 10 stamens. Only 2 species have four fused petals. And it's important to look at the nascent inflorescence and see what the bracts are doing. The bracts are those leafy looking things. In this species, they are described as being leafy. Are they leathery? Are they oppressed? Are they leafy and hairy? Are they leafy and smooth? Are they leafy and reflexed? So this one's got leafy bracts. This is Arctostaphylos glandulosa, subspecies cushingiana. It's not quite as glandular as the super sticky glandular Arctostaphylos glandulosa, which grows right nearby, hybridizes readily. We take it down then. We're not on Serpentine, but it's nearby. We've got the Mount Tam manzanita, an obligate cedar, meaning S-E-E-D-E-R, cedar. It's got to have a fire every year. It accumulates seeds in the soil. And it's got much smaller leaves. There's a fine covering of hairs all over the stems and the leaves too. The leaves of both are thick and a little bit brittle, but thick, leathery, and vertically oriented, because that is an advantage growing in a hot environment. If you expose too much of your surface, you're going to lose more water. But that's just an adaptation for xeric environments. It's not going to help us distinguish between the species. But looking at these nascent inflorescences, you can see that the bracts look a lot different. The things that are subtending what's going to become the flowers are that's a mahogany type color, leathery and oppressed against against the inflorescence. The other ones were leafy and already spreading. And so here we have Arctostaphylos montana. And that's just examining a couple manzanitas and marin. I recommend getting the book Field Guide to Manzanitas by Tom Parker, Michael Kaufman, and Michael Vasey. And have a great day.